Hello, I'm Rick Bine with the Geography Department at IUPUI, and I want to tell you a story of my youth. And it goes like this. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Somehow I could not avoid being so sacrilegious. I haven't brought this up before for fear of banishment from being an altar boy, or later as a Christian. But now I want to own up to what I held the patent plate under the people's chins while the priest placed communion hosts on their tongues. I had to fight the demons in me who saw the wild variation of colors and shapes of their tongues. I had to subdue my laughter. I was so afraid that the priest would see my lack of reverence of the sacred sacrament. In actuality, it was my adolescent way of handling what seemed gross. As I watched each person come up to kneel at the communion railing, I could see their pious expressions as they sought their spiritual connection. When the priest served the communion wafers, the people would tilt their heads back and extend their tongues to receive the Holy Sacrament from his hands. The tongues were unbelievably in variation, all colors of the rainbow, and a multitude of shapes. Red, orange, green, blue, yellow, purple, and variations in between. Long tongues, fat tongues, short tongues, each with the same mission, receiving this tiny piece of bread. One parishioner with a multicolored tongue brings a memory. The long, skinny tongue was actually green, but had red spots all over it. A yellowish scum covered that. When the wafer was placed on the tongue surged upward and the wafer lurched out onto the paten that I held below. Fortunately, the priest reacted quickly, picked it up, and placed it on the person's tongue. I thought this was hilarious. I bit my tongue for the rest of the communion service. I wanted to laugh. After that, I managed to keep from laughing by looking only at the chins of the parishioners and avoiding looking upward to the mouth. This is what my junior high school years, and my mother would take me. These were my junior high school years, and my mother would take me up to St. John's Church in Loveland, Colorado every Sunday. I was assigned to serve at the masses that accommodate the timing of our travel. People kept asking me if I aspired to be a priest. That was a scary thought for me. Also for my father. Once I got to high school, my life became full of other activities, and I stopped serving at the church masses. The scary notion of being a priest was never brought up again. Surprisingly, I stopped being a practicing Catholic and have drifted into other forms of spiritualism.